if I create a bazooka and then I get 1% of all the sales, hey, I'm playing that game. I'm telling everyone to play that game. What's up, friends? Welcome back to Real Talk Finance. We talk everything early retirement here, and yes, blockchain NFTs is at the forefront of it. If you're hearing about how lucrative the NFT space is, how everyone's getting rich, pump the brakes, check out the video I did below on how to smartly invest. I first started with NFTs dating back to March 2021, so only about 6 months ago. However, I've been investing in this space since 2017, so I've been in it for a while. I'm not an OG that was mining Bitcoin or Ethereum back in 2009, but it's been 4 years since I first got started in the space. I've only ever bought NFTs that I loved and enjoy, which is the only one I know, actually, NBA Top Shot. I didn't know about all these other ones, or else I would have spent a lot of money on those as well. Luckily, I found out about these other NFTs after being in the NBA Top Shot for about 6 months. So I had a lot of experience with ups and downs in the NBA cycle, and hopefully it can help me here when I get into this new space. And in this new space, I mean this vertical within NFTs, which is called PFPs. PFP stands for Profile Picture NFT. Of course, having the profile picture is not the only utility. Now building out with games and real life meetups, there's a lot going on, guys. But let's jump into Cypher. I got brought into this project by the NFTer. If you don't know the NFTer, he's a NFT collector. He has over 100 unis, a lot of cyber bunnies, a lot of pudgy penguins, and he's one of the main guys that's promoting Cypher as well. He doesn't work with Cypher, however, he's just a big NFT guy in the space. He's like the Elon Musk of the NFT space right now. He's the one that sold Logan Paul a $600,000 Oni Force. So I thought it'd be worthwhile to jump into this project and take a look around. So Cypher's interesting off the bat because I'm not sure if it's trying to hop on the Dogecoin train, but their main avatar is a Shiba Inu. I think that they know that that's kind of gimmicky and it might evolve in the future. I hope it does evolve. If not, it's okay because there's a space carved out by Dogecoin. Who would have ever thought that Doge, which was a meme of a Shiba Inu, would last this long and be worth hundreds and billions of dollars? Well, not hundreds, it used to be worth 100 billion, but now it's a little bit less, but you get the point. Before we're going into the story, let's just go over the founders really quickly. Tin Nguyen, he's the architect of this project, followed by founders or advisors, co-founding advisors, Loi Lu, Victor Tran, and I'm sorry, I'm probably saying his name wrong, Nguyen. They're all located in Vietnam. I don't know how big the blockchain space in Vietnam is. However, they have two advisors who are co-founders of Kyber Network, which I did hear of. I don't know how well it's going. Let's check that out really quickly. Kyber Network works with DeFi, it seems to provide liquidity for exchanges on there. I haven't looked too much into it. It's a $319 million market cap, so it's like a mid to small cap. Funny enough, right? In terms of crypto or blockchain. Looks like they've been doing well. Let's check the volume. 34 million volume is actually very low. A lot of traders like to trade like 100 million and above. But to each their own. Kyber Network is here and here to stay. They definitely did something successful. Let's see how long they last. I'm not going to do a deep dive of the profiles, but you could definitely check that out if you want to. The question is why Cypher, and what they seem to promote is just an overview, in my opinion, is that they're really creating a metaverse like every other NFT project. However, they're really focusing on the after effects of the PFP, so after the profile picture, right? They're looking at the gamification of this. And it looks fun. It looks interesting. I need to try it when it comes out to really, of course, do the review. They're creating an in-depth world. They're building out the story. They have factions. There are 3 different factions right now. And we'll talk about the factions a little bit. They have tradings for products. So it's kind of like, Real Player 1 where you can buy actual items in the game world and use it. Of course, your avatar, your PFP, your NFT will have certain attributes to it. The more rare it is, of course, the more things that you can do with it as well. In Blankos, there's a game with a Burberry NFT already called Sharky Boy, and you can already buy items for it. I bought a Burberry bracelet. I put a screenshot of it there. I don't know what it does because I don't actually play the game because you need a PC to play that game. However, Burberry's already invested into that. So that game is not, I don't think it's fully 100% blockchain. I could be completely wrong here. I should definitely take a look at it. But Blankos, at least there's gamification and there's NFTs in it, is what I'm saying. So it's nothing new. There's already things in there. It's just how many people's going to play it and how involved they're going to be. The drop date's officially 9/9. However, on 9/7, they're going to have a special private drop for whoever has been whitelisted. So you want to get on that whitelist, you're going to hop on over to the Discord, use my invite down below. I'm not shilling it because I don't even have one. I'm just doing a review of what I think about this project so far. It's actually 1 out of the 3 Discord channels that I'm actually in. I'm not in too many at all. For transparency, besides the NBA Top Shop, I don't own any other NFTs, so I can't shill anything. I do want to do this review so I can understand the NFT space and what's going on with the world today. That being said, it's going to cost 0.1 ETH to mint it, and there's a limited amount that you can mint. So each one has different powers. You're not going to know which one you're going to get. It's going to be hidden. They're going to review it, I think, a week or two later so that hoarders or whales can't manipulate the market. You don't know which one you're buying. So it's all scrambled up. And then when you reveal it, then you know your ranking, and you can go to a rarity.tools to find out the ranking for Cypher, if it's up there by then. They're going to have 10,000 NFTs, but as we've seen with, BAYC, they did their airdrop of mutant apes, and then Pudgy Penguins just did their presents, meaning that these 10,000 NFTs is just a start. You're probably going to get free NFTs from the 10,000 later on the roadmap. That's just a new thing that started. All these projects are new. The space is so new. We don't know what's going to happen. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to steal the NFTer's deck because, he doesn't mind anyway. And go a little bit through of his thought process, reviewing these projects, or not even a thought process. This is the after effect of what's going on with Cypher. So you heard my 2 cents. Let's look at the NFTers. He says, Cypher is an ambitious, casual fighting and exploration game with an end game goal of creating open world social element built on Ethereum. Acquire, level up, and fight with your Cypher character. We went over that. Collect and level up. Okay, there's a lot of leveling up now with the NFT space. Casual MOBA, I don't know what MOBA stands for, 3v3, and Battle Royale fighting. Fighting's always good. Engage in battles against each other. Conquer daily challenges for dual rewards. So you could probably get in-game rewards that you can spend. So this is probably the rewards inside the game. And the currency there is Cypher or Aether. Own land and establish players' guilds, social and commercial footprint in the game world. I have friends that still play Clash of Clans today. If you don't know what Clash of Clans are, that means I'm pretty old. Simply put, games that didn't know how to build a community, they're here to stay. The question is, which one is going to hit it out of the park? That's a hard one. Form the perfect guild and challenge other guilds for domination in battles. My friend showed me a game he was playing where they had like a server and they had like 1,000 armies fighting at the same time. And I was like, oh, the server must crash. He goes, yeah, the server slows down and these games go on for months. I'm like, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so if you want to get involved, join the Cypher Discord. I put the link down below. Read the FAQs when you get on Discord. We're going to review that really quickly. We're gonna do all these steps really quickly so you understand what's going on. Okay, on the NFTers deck, he also says why you should join the Cypher presale. Well, the team is fully doxed. I didn't look into it. You should definitely look into it. So this review is definitely not fully vetted. It's just a high level overview, right? Real talented people, of course. Community driven players become owners / investors. Well, sure, you get a piece of ownership just like if you bought a stock, right? The community is pretty big right now. There's about 19,000 people in the Discord. Active every single day is probably like 7,000 to 8,000, which means that the public sale might not even happen. In the private whitelist, they might give out 10,000 mints. Who even knows? And this last one's interesting. Oversaturation of profile pic NFT launches, lack of game NFT launches with quality team. So bring in, I was on the AMA, which is Ask Me Anything, for those you don't know. So I heard Tim talk, and I heard them bringing on game developers and really looking at this in the long-term picture of how to develop this game. It takes a lot of work to develop a game. So they have to be in the long term. And that's why most people probably don't start off with games, because it takes so much work just to get the game out there. Beautiful graphics, of course, that has to be a given. Who doesn't love e-news? Like I said, this could come around and bite them in the butt if ever Dogecoin or the Shibas are no longer looked at as a shining star of the revolution. That can change really, really quickly. Right now, Doge, Shiba, and even the coin Shiba is doing really well. It's just because it stands for people like Wall Street Bets, people against the institutions, right? So right now, it's hot. 3, 5, 10 years, who knows? Personally, I really like the Shiba right here because it reminds me of a Chinese vampire. That's not the only reason I chose to review Cypher versus the other projects out there. It's because when I joined the Discord, I got really involved. They found a way to gamify the Discord presale to make it fun, actually. So before we head over to Discord, let's talk really quickly about the factions. So you have to pick a faction when you get in there. Maximalist Templars, which are kind of like, they just stand for one view and that's it. No one else against their view. There are ex-financiers, ex-politicians, and political scientists. So no one in the real world today wants to identify with those people. So there's very little people in the Maximalist Templars. They seem like the enemy, right? At least in this time and day in 2021. Centurion, scholars, exactly that. They sound like scholars, the scientists, the doctors. So there's the most members in the scholars. Most people are there in that faction. And lastly, the Shade Brotherhood. And what they say here, as you can see, there's only 2 little paragraphs. No one knows much about them besides that they're gamblers, traders, and speculators, right? And they can really deal a lot of hurt. So as you can see, that's why everyone picks Centurion Scholars, because they don't want to side with the rebels or the evil side per se. But the stories are still being wrote, of course. Get in there and you can write and craft your own story. Maybe they'll adopt that. I actually wrote my own 200-word story. Go in there and check it out. Over to the Discord really quickly. Once you get in there, what you want to do is just read over, the official Cypher threads, announcements, Discord news, rules, FAQs. Check the pinned messages. The pinned messages on top give you a lot of cool info. They update all the time on how you can get whitelisted possibly, and just any new updates overall. If you want a chance to get whitelisted, right now what they're doing is they're doing daily quests, and they're on day 8 currently today, which is August 30th. But you can go back and do all the quests from day 1 through 8. If you're watching this video today, I don't know how much longer they're going to give you from day 8 until the launch date. I mean, the launch date is only 7 days away, so probably up until 7 days or possibly before that. And this is where I found Cypher to be really, really fun. Like the day 1 quest here, let me just give you a sneak peek of what it looks like. You have to translate the binary numbers into alphabets, and then you have to decrypt it and then put it in a command, and you have to put it in any channel as a command. So if you don't know Discord, you just put an exclamation mark, which allows you to type in the next command. And then if you got the right command, then a bot will appear right up here, and then it'll tell you, oh, you've completed this, and here's your next level. You're on the next level. I mean, I took a little bit of computer engineering back in college, so I knew, okay, this is the binary system, right? So I just knew to go to Google and translate that. So they do that in different days with different types of languages like Latin, Roman. I think even memes have their own alphabets. But you just look through there and you can kind of decipher the different quests, which makes it fun. I mean, I never knew about all these different things that you can decode, and they have some hidden Easter eggs in there. You can also get a free NFT for finishing some of these quests. Right now, I'm on day 8, and day 8 is a head scratcher. I have no idea what day 8 is. I mean, I figured out day 1 through 7 by myself. Day 8, I'm gonna need some help with this one. But the community is super helpful. They even have country-specific threads. Filipino, Vietnamese, Indonesia, Chinese, any other country has a heavy representation, they're gonna put it up there. One thing that I like is that they have a very clear definition of what they want for you to be whitelisted. It's on one of the threads, but you can screenshot it here. They just want you to be active in Discord, reply to Cypher Twitter posts. I'm on Twitter all day anyways, looking at NFT stuff. Post a Twitter post about Cypher, choose a faction, that's very easy. High quality fan art, that's not me. Low quality fan art, and me actually made a meme. It's pretty funny. Write a short story or long story. And this is why I like this project. I don't know if I'm gonna like the NFT, but just getting me involved, it was pretty exciting. I haven't wrote an essay, or not even an essay, a 200 word, like, I think it was like 2 paragraph, 3 paragraph story for a long time. So it made me think, made me creatively, it tapped into my creative side, which I really like because I haven't done that for a while. So I really liked it. And that's why I'm doing the review on this NFT. Creation of Cypher assets, emojis, or stickers. So now I can't do this, but can you imagine you create a Cypher asset like a weapon of mass destruction and you can use it in the game? It's like, hey, I made that. What if they gave you royalties for that NFT for perpetuity? That's amazing. That's the power of NFTs. You create an item, they're like, hey, we like that. You created a bazooka that shoots out Shibas. And anytime someone buys that bazooka, we're gonna give you 1% of all the sales. That's possible, that's programmable in the blockchain, and that's just one of the unlimited potentials of NFTs. Honestly, I personally would love to create an NFT collection myself. I mean, I don't know about a game, but there's stuff that I stand for, stuff that I value. If I could team up the right designers and tech people. I mean, there's a 12-year-old boy that launched his own NFT for his own cause called Weird Whales. If he can do it, anyone can do it, trust me. Make audio that Cypher can use, sound effects or music. Maybe because the creators in Asia, they thought of this, because in Asia, a lot of people do cover dances, songs, K-pop and J-pop, all that stuff. So make audio. I've seen some audio stuff that people use for Cypher. It's pretty cool. They pretty much have something for everyone that has a talent. Sharing your creation on Twitter. So if you can't, make music or write stories, just share some words on Twitter. That's all you need to do. Refer 10 people to Cypher, checked with invite tracker. So I think that's a Discord invite. If you do that, you'll be good. Suggest a good feature that the team decides to implement. A feature, I don't know what a good feature could be. It could be inside the Discord. It might be inside the game. It could be with the characters. It could be with the story. It could be anything. How about a sipher-pup, a newbie? Just find people who have questions, answer them, be active. I think the more active you are in each thread, then of course the more points you get. So if you're active on the tweet, the art, the stories, the memes, and then also the general threads up there, which is even the foods, fitness, I think you get more recognition, or at least I think they can track that you've been quite active in the Discord. They don't like when you just flood and copy and paste. They can track that and they'll kick you out of Discord, so don't do that. And a Cypher ambassador is different than the whitelist people, because Cypher ambassadors are here to stay. They want people who are going to build a community. They're creating content within the space. They bring in a lot of people. They have different levels for the ambassador for people who want to help this thing grow long term. So this is a little bit different than just getting on a whitelist. These actions are a little bit beyond what a regular person would do from the list I just showed you. So if you want to go through the list, you can look at it here. You can also find this in FAQ session, and you could just type in ambassadors on Discord and you'll find this. It's pretty simple. So after snooping around the Discord for 1, 2, I think 3 or 4 days now I've been active. I thought it's felt like 2 weeks because I got just so entrenched in all the threads, reading. They got me like help. I'm a new person. I'm trying to help a new person because they needed help on like a day 2 quest. I'm like, hey, check this out. Check out this decoder. I'm not going to give you an answer, but check it out. And they got me writing stories, it just made me do a lot of things. I'm like, wait, this community is pretty cool. Or maybe not even the community, the developers and the way they thought about the Discord was different. Because I got into, of course, NBA Top Shop Discord. I'm in some other NFT Discords that it never pushed. It got me to do 1 or 2 things, right? But this one got me to do things succinctly, meaning like I did a lot of stuff. And just for a chance to get the NFT. And if I don't get it, I'll just get it on the open market. It's fine. What I really want to highlight was that the community is something that I felt for the first time here. Not that I didn't feel it in NBA Top Shop Discord. I just never got involved in Discord. There's no need to be involved in Discord because they have such a robust website, marketplace, and community already outside of the NFT space that, is very easy. But getting into NFTs, you're like, where do I start, right? Which one's good? Which one's not? You could just go by the number of people in the Discords. If that's the case, then you just get a lot of fake followers and that's the best NFT project. But really, you need to go into things that you like. Are you going to continue playing this game? Do you like, maybe not the game, but you like the PFP? Do you like the profile picture? Do you like what it stands for? Does Doge have a meaning? Does Shiba Inus have a meaning to you? For me, I'm the year of the dog. So Shiba Inus, even though I never had one, I have friends who had 2 Shibas, they shed a lot. They shed all over the place. I'm never going to get a Shiba, but I like dogs. So it means something to me, at least in the short term. Long-term wise, game-wise, it's not this game. I just don't play games in general. I don't have time. But just like I didn't get into the Discord community for other ones, maybe they're going to get me into this game. You never know. Like if I create a bazooka and then I get 1% of all the sales, hey, I'm playing that game. I'm telling everyone to play that game. I think what I'm saying is that if you get into a community, you'll find out really quickly within 1 night, 2 nights, whether it's for you or not. If you're not feeling engaged, you don't like it, there's plenty of other NFT projects that you should get involved with. And you should only get involved with projects because you like them, not because you want to make money off them. You want to make money, it might be easier just trading crypto. And trading is the wrong word, just dollar cost average, like the big caps and projects that you liked and that you've researched in similar fashion. If you think blockchain is a wild, wild west, NFT is a wild, wild, wild west. NFTs right now is like ICOs back in 2017. There are so many of them and so many people lost their shirts. There was no regulation. You could buy over a credit card. There was no KYC. Everyone just like pumping the coins and then the other people will buy their bags, if you know what that means, and just pull the rug from underneath them. And the same thing with NFTs. There's no one stopping from Cypher, for instance, right? If they had a boatload of money, they could launch really, really successful. They just a lot of money because they could just buy their own NFT and just put it back in their own pocket. They'll pay the gas fees, but they'll pump up the price, if you know what I'm saying. There's no regulation in this space, so you gotta be very careful. That's why I think everyone should have a set number they invest into and only go into projects that they like. If you don't know how much you should invest, check out my video. I did a link about it, how much you should invest according to your allocations. And that means allocations of your entire net worth and your investment strategy. If you don't have an investment strategy and you just want to get into this because you like games, then do it. Don't buy a $12,000 PFP or game avatar. Of course, you want to start off with something probably reasonable, right? Like less than a PlayStation, less than $500. Lastly, I forgot to show you their Twitter. They have more people in Discord than Twitter. They have 9,000 followers or 10,000 followers on Twitter and 19,000 on Discord, which is kind of funny. I'm not sure if maybe all 19,000 on Discords are real. I think Twitter is more realistic. Those are, to me, I mean, half of those could be fake also, but Twitter is more people where go to talk, right? That you actually do action on there. And I'll follow the CEO as well, just to see what he talks about. We want to know about that. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter as well, I talk all things NFTs there as well, and you can see what other projects I'm checking out. Something really cool happened to me today. I'm pretty big in Top Shop, right? And I spent around $8,000 to complete a set, which is like their gold standard, their digital membership. So they sell a lot of like NBA moments, but then you can be a part of the exclusive club. So to be a part of the exclusive club, you need to spend a lot of money. And today I got into that club. So I went on Twitter and I told the CEO of this NFT, I said, hey, big day today, fam. Officially became a 9 Lives Lounge member with NBA Top Shop. Let's go. Gold standard of digital membership. I'll hold you to that, Roham. Roham is the CEO of NBA Top Shop. And you know what happened? He responded. He said, welcome. I'll start with a follow. So now I am followed by the CEO of NBA Top Shop. And guys, not only is he the CEO of NBA Top Shop, he's the CEO of Dapper Labs, Flow Blockchain, which is worth like $2 billion on the market right now, Crypto Kitties, and then previously these other ones. So yeah, he's pretty successful. If you don't know how successful all those companies combined, it's probably like $10 billion conglomerate. And he just followed me. What is happening? What is going on today? I'm about to ask him for a job. Of course, I responded. I said, well, sir, you're on the right track. Appreciate the follow and great job so far of NBA Top Shot. I don't know how you done it, but I've fallen back in love with the game that I've watched and played for 30 years because of Top Shot, so thank you. And that's what I mean, guys. I really fell back in love with the NBA. Not that I ever fell out of it. I just fallen more in love with it. I play basketball 2 to 3 times a week. I love the sport, but I'm more engaged now with my friends, as I'm more engaged with my friends with basketball than ever before because of NFTs. It's crazy. And that's why I hope you do some research, find a project you love so that you could be in the long run. If you're in it for the quick flip, maybe you'll get rich, hey, but you're not gonna, I don't know how to help you do that. I'm just reviewing things that I love and giving you my 2 cents on an NFT game today. You might not want to listen to me. I've only made about $3,000 profit off of NBA Top Shot. I started with $600 all spend and made about $3,000 minus all costs. So, I have a little bit of success. I'm not those guys that are making hundreds and thousands of dollars with the pudgy penguins. That's not me. But real talk, you see what I did there? Real talk for me and wifey trying to retire early, which is what this channel originally was about. And I think NFTs can help us get there. Me and a wifey has been doing couples finance meetings every single first of the month for about a year now. I've helped her grow her portfolio from like $0 to over $100,000. And no joke, today's August 30th. On September 1st, we're gonna have our financial meeting. And on the agenda is going to be, can NFTs help to pay off your school loan? Can pudgy penguins help to pay off your school loan? I mean, I can't even believe I'm saying this on a video out loud in public. It's crazy. What's happening in the world? I'm gonna show you a screenshot between me and my friend and actual conversations that we had today. If you told me that in 2021, I'll be talking to my friends about buying pictures or JPEGs of pudgy penguins for $13,000, I'd say you're crazy. If you check out that screenshot, I'm thinking about buying the pudgy penguin present for about $2,000 right now. And that, guys, is the world we live in today. Only do with money that you're willing to lose or invest for that special allocation. Stay tuned because there's a lot more. We're gonna go over some real estate syndicate deals that I just got on my table. We're gonna go over more NFTs, Only Force, Cypher. We're gonna go over NBA Top Shot. We're gonna go over a lot more NFT stuff for sure. I believe you should invest, of course, overall in safe things, but there is a little bit of room for, speculative stuff like this. Up to your risk tolerance and up to how much you can afford. Be safe out there, guys. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I appreciate it. I'll give you a follow and like back. Follow me on Twitter. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.